What's up, YouTube Revolution? ZombfectedGaming349 at your fingertips. So today, I wanted to go over the topic of Saints Row YouTuber mrsaintsgodzilla21 being under NDA by Volition even after the release of Saints Row 2022 back in August. He said this in one of his recent videos where he did a review for Saints Row 2022. Take a listen to this. And it's really interesting.
People are more curious to know what exactly I saw 3 years ago during my trip to Volition. Trust me, there's nothing more I'd like to do than go point by point on what I saw, but I'm still under an NDA till next year. I can't just open up now that the game is released, but what I can tell you is that I saw a cake in the oven with all the promise in the world. I was told so many incredible plans and ideas, but unfortunately, I can't say many of them lived up to the hype. I know Volition wanted nothing more than to make an incredible comeback after Agents of Mayhem, but somewhere along the line they either simply didn't have the time or resources to reach their and our expectations.
You hear that? This could mean a possible bright future for Saints Row in 2023, since mrsaintsgodzilla21 said there's been a cake in the oven with tons of possible concepts they would want to bring to life but couldn't have that already here in 2022. This could possibly be one of the reasons the main story to Saints Row 2022 was so short and wasn't the greatest, since they wanted to save resources and budget on the whatever this concept is that Zilla is under NDA for. I also know a lot of the OG Saints Row fans miss the competitive multiplayer of Saints Row 1 and 2, and I'm actually one of those people who spent hours on Saints Row 2's competitive multiplayer. Zilla also misses the good old days of the multiplayer of Saints Row 1 and 2, and I do remember just before the reboot was announced last year, Zilla said that Volition has something in store that will make a lot of Saints Row fans really happy, and that was most likely these concepts that Volition was brainstorming and probably needed way more budget for. So most likely they just wanted to see how a mediocre Saints Row would do first to cut down on a bit of budget and see how the game would sell, and they most likely were trying to make some good sales off of this game since Volition has lost a lot of budget after the failure of Agents of Mayhem in 2017. So my guess is if Zilla said he saw a cake in the oven with all the promise in the world, would possibly be Volition taking shots at Rockstar with a new Saints Row Online, but just in the form of a smaller budget game like Saints Row 1 and 2's competitive multiplayer. I think Saints Row 1 and 2's multiplayer was up to 12 players, I think, and if Volition is to expand off of the foundation of Saints Row 2022's Santo Ileso into a bigger online game, and be a somewhat smaller version of Grand Theft Auto Online, I think a lot of players may actually be very happy. But that's only if they don't shove insane microtransactions down our throats like what Rockstar is doing with Grand Theft Auto Online's Shark Cards and now Grand Theft Auto Plus. But yeah, a 12-player Saints Row Online game in 2023 with multiple different modes and activities and a dynamic open-world free roam mode would actually be really awesome, and would give Rockstar's Grand Theft Auto Online that a long-awaited competition, because let's be honest, Grand Theft Auto Online barely has any competition because no game company wants to do it anymore. It's just video game companies are too busy trying to compete with Battle Royale games like Fortnite and games like Call of Duty these days, and Volition could potentially give us this long-awaited open-world crime online games competition that needs to compete with Grand Theft Auto Online. But there's one more thing I want to say that would make a Saints Row Online game a better experience than Grand Theft Auto Online. Volition needs to add private lobbies at release, and also not just PvP lobbies, so you're not being chased by annoying players being griefed. Making the experience less toxic for players who just want to go in the open world and do missions and PvE, but also have other online players join in on that activity to help out if they want. All of this will be a step in the right direction for a game like Saints Row Online and would actually stand out from what Grand Theft Auto Online does. But that's all I wanted to talk about. Let me know down below, what do you think Zilla is under NDA for? And also don't forget to subscribe and ding that bell icon really hard so I can always stay within fast reach of your fingertips when new uploads arrive. ZombfectedGaming349 over and out. Royale!